going on? It's the RapNerd, and I'm here early this morning to talk about Super Mario Galaxy, the movie. And excuse the groggy voice, because I saw it last night with my daughter. I've been holding out to see it with her during spring break. It's why I didn't see it last week, but I was nonetheless excited. And having just saw it, there were a lot of thoughts on my mind, so I woke up early and wanted to get right to it. Now, first of all, I'm gonna say I'm gonna get into spoilers for everything. So if you have not seen the movie, definitely leave and then come back. But I'm pretty sure by now, the movie's been out for a whole week. And those who do wanna see it and are watching reviews actively are watching it because they just wanna talk and have discussions. So I'm starting there just to let you know. So first of all, I enjoyed myself with this film. I definitely feel like this movie paid homage to the Super Mario and Nintendo universe from the later 2000s to now, specifically when the Wii came into play. Whereas I feel like the first movie was the early 2000s and prior, and was homage to those games, even with the storyline. And I feel like this movie is pretty different from the first one, you know, especially with source material that they're adapting here. You know, the first movie took place all in the Mushroom Kingdom, whereas this one expands upon a lot of different planets and galaxies, as the game did. And let me start there too. I've never played Super Mario Galaxy, so all of this was new to me. I actually had to go back and read what the plot of that game was about to kind of understand what they were going for. And it made me like the movie even more, knowing what the game was about. And again, it was fun to go to all these different worlds. I've said in my Supergirl trailers that I love movies when characters are planet hopping, because you get to go to different settings and take full advantage of using the set design to create these whole different worlds. So I thought that that was really, really cool. But another way that this movie was different than the first one is you're not really with Mario and Luigi nearly as much. The movie feels more like a Peach film because of the storyline they chose to go about. You know, with the inclusion of Rosalina, and different from the games, here they made both of them sisters. So with them being siblings, you're split with screen time between Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi, Peach and Toad, and then baby Bowser and Rosalina. And then there's a portion where Bowser does roll with Yoshi, Mario, and Luigi as well. But with parts of that story being between Peach and Rosalina, it definitely feels like it's more up her alley. You even get a whole origin story as to how she got to the Mushroom Kingdom, which I thought was cool. And I don't know if that's part of the games, because obviously, like I mentioned, in the movie, they make Rosalina and Peach sisters, but that's not part of the game. Rosalina is just someone who just so happens to look somewhat like Peach. But I'm not mad at that change. And I really love the set pieces that went into this movie with a lot of the action. I thought that it was all crafted really well, and the choreography for the characters. And of course, it's like, I wonder how they do that kind of stuff with it being animation and having this characters fight. You do have to create choreography to make things run smoothly. I thought that it was done really well. I think every character got their shine when it comes to the fighting. Like, I think that the action sequence with Peach when she goes to like that world of like Las Vegas, in a sense, when she's fighting all of those different characters. I don't know what those are, because again, I didn't play that game, so I don't know what those things were, but she really got it in when she was fighting them joints. I also really like Mario and Luigi when they fought baby Bowser with the paintbrush. That was dope as well. And another thing, because I don't know about Super Mario Galaxy, it makes me want to play the game. This movie was a big ass advertisement for the game, and I'm gonna buy a Wii again just so I can play that game. And the real thing I'm here to talk about, which was what my thumbnail was, is freaking Star Fox universe with Fox McCloud in the movie. That sequence when he showed up is when the gates got blown off for me, because I am a really big Star Fox fan. I still have the Nintendo 64 game hooked up to my N64 that I play often. I love the game, I love the universe, all of the characters. So not only when he popped up in the movie, my antennas raised like, because I already knew he was going to be in the movie based on the posters that they released, but I'm glad that he was actually a part of the movie, and we got to see him in his R-Wing shooting shit up. That was the coolest thing ever. And what I also didn't know was that there was like this mini anime surrounding him for the game Star Fox Zero, which was also on Wii, which is another reason why now I want to buy a Wii, because I want to play that game. But when they introduced this character, you know, they gave him the origin story from that game, and it had like this little anime playing, and I was sitting there looking like, what is that? I gotta see that. And for those who don't know, it's on YouTube right now. It's like a 15-minute short anime letting you know where his character came from in the movie, and also what the game kind of is about and where he's left at the end of that game when you do beat it. And I hope to God that this launches a movie for the Star Fox universe, because I badly want to see it. I'll take it in the 3D animation format like they did with this movie. I'll take it the anime way that they did in that short, because that was utterly incredible. And then you had Glenn Powell voicing him, which I think was the perfect voice because he sounds very similar to the games, and from what I saw, he actually pitched himself to be the character, which shows his love for the character as well. I think he just really knows how to play serious, but also display a certain level of humor that walks that line really well. So honestly, my biggest takeaway from that film was Star Fox, and the post-credit scene was literally setting up Fox, because Rosalina fixed the ship and he was able to fly back to the Lilac system. So I'm hoping this sets that up, and I've heard rumors of like a new game, but that'd be cool too. But no, I want a flat out movie because it's such a cool character and such a cool design, because of course I think it's definitely Nintendo making their Japanese version of Star Wars. But I think it's just dope the way they're doing it, because it's of course a different type of art and they have different type of values for their animation in their games, hence why the anime is so big around the world, because it just feels different than any other type of animation. And I feel like that's get thrown into the Star Fox universe and its take on like Star Wars in a sense. I could be wrong too. If I'm wrong, don't kill me, but that's just how I took it back then and even now. But it's dope to me, because I deadass almost feel like that's what they were trying to do with the Buzz Lightyear movie. I think they should have just made it a Star Fox movie. When I was watching it, I was like, this feels like Star Fox, but it's not the same. So overall, man, I had a really fun time watching this movie. My daughter loved it. We were in the theater, big box of popcorn, 2 drinks, eating it up. And this is definitely a movie that you need to see on the big screen because it is very visually stunning. I can't stress enough how expansive the worlds are and how beautiful and giant it feels. And not gonna lie, it got me back into wanting to update my systems, because again, I have an N64 and I have a GameCube, and they then caught me on their reel to now get a Wii again. And right now I can still say that I like the first movie more than this one, but this is just me, you know, thinking about the film a day later. It could change if I watch it again. My son is a huge fan of the first one, so I watched this movie mad times as of now. But nonetheless, Galaxy is fun, and I will be bringing it home on Steelbook. Already made the pre-order. So let me know in the comments, what was your favorite aspect of the film? Did you like it? How do you compare it to the first one? And what are you looking forward to most after this? I did see rumors of trying to make a Smash Brothers movie, which I am all the way for. Oh my God, if they can pull that off, oh boy. But anyway, like I said, comment below. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you so much. And until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.